Alright, on this review, this is the trigonometry test review for Unit 3. So I do not have more copies. I've gone through an extra 20, and it's funny because I only have 40 students. So, I printed off way too many, and all the rest are already gone. So, starting off this, so I need to convert this one to radian. My units are, okay, it says on there, and listen, there is the one and it has the multiple choice. I didn't put the choices on there, because I want you guys to be working with this too. So to do this, I'm going to go from degree to radian, so I'm going to multiply by pi over 180. So it's 150 times pi over 180. So I'm going to do, in my calculator, 150 over 180.
Which equals 5 pi over 6.
5
Pi 6.
over 6. So 5 pi over 6.
That's C. It's A.
Okay, all this mumbling, all this stuff, I need you guys paying attention. You need to have this out.
But I'll
like-
write it on a separate piece of paper.
Okay, this is like the 4th or 5th time I've already said this. We need this out. We're doing it. So we get 5 pi over 6. So this answer, what would my answer be?
150.
A? Two. Convert degree to radian. Convert the degree to radian. So I'm going to multiply by what?
180. Pi over 180.
470 times
Pi over 180.
pi over 180.
You get 47 pi over 18. C.
Okay, excuse me. Everyone, I need you paying attention up here. There's a whole bunch of people without the test out.
I already explained it.
It's C.
Now,
27 pi over
calculator 470 over 180, which is going to give you what?
47 pi over 18.
Over 8 zeros.
So when you do it without pi, you just get rid of the zeros, right?
Yeah, basically.
So if you put the pi in, it's going to give you a decimal. But if you don't put the pi in, thank you. Okay, you could use this, but write it on another sheet.
I
Okay?
have it, but no, I already finished it.
Did I get it there?
I told you I explained it already. I'm just like watching you do it. I already know I did it all right.
Okay, but this is the last one. So you can write all over that, right? I'm just going to have you do it on the sheet. Okay, so if this is 47 pi over 18, what answers that?
C.
CC.
Same thing for this. I have negative 450.
That's A.
Multiply by pi over 180.
You fail. Wait, what are we getting? Oh, we're converting it to radian?
Yep.
-5 over 2.
Negative 5 over what?
2.
2.
So negative 5 pi over 2. A?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I got that.
Keep going.
Good job. Something.
Now this one is going to convert into degrees from radians.
Oh, these ones are.
180 over
So 5 pi over 2 times
180 over pi.
Pi.
They cancel.
so it's 360 over
2.
which is going to give me
Hold on, what?
Wait, how'd you?
oh I'm sorry it what did I do 360 no wrong one so it's supposed to be sorry it was because it's supposed to be 5 times 180
450 degrees.
what is it
450 degrees.
450 there we go okay
Wait, oh, wait, no, wait.
450 is the answer.
900. I thought you
450
were
is the
the
answer.
answer. My bad.
okay 5 times 180
900.
thank you that's right okay
That gets me.
over there so that gives me 450 degrees right there
C.
Oh, let's go back. What was the answer? What letter?
C.
C.
That's all crib, G.
Convert degree to radian.
What the hell did you call me?
54 times
180.
I'm
180 over pi.
Oh,
Pi over
180.
I'm not sober.
So,
I would.
please stop. So, this is going to be 54. So, over 180, that reduces.
2.942.
Oh, this one said decimal places, didn't it?
Yeah. It's,
Okay, so yeah, this one you will put in the calculator. You get a decimal on it. Sorry.
It's 0. It's D. 0.94.
You don't put the pi.
9 what? Yes, you do put pi.
9425.
No, you don't.
You.
I was calling that.
It says to do that.
It's D. It's D.
So for that.
D.
So for that, do we press the pi one or?
Yes,
do we
you have the
type
pi
it
in it. Okay, it says convert the degree measure to radians, correct to 4 decimal places. So if you're using decimal places, that means that you are going to approximate this one right here.
Mhm. So we're gonna round it.
Yes.
That's what approximate means.
Yep. Convert radian measure to degrees. Give your answer using decimal degrees to the nearest hundredth.
This says use 3.1416.
Yeah, he was close, right? The other ones aren't even closer.
Okay.
If you look at it from the thing,
I got -2.
No,
I got C.
that's wrong.
I know it is.
You got C?
I'm just making sure.
we're on this one, right?
The next one.
Number 5.
16, baby.
Okay, so is everyone okay with this? Okay, I'm worried now. Okay, so this one right here. So if I'm going from radian to degree,
180 over pi.
so negative 4.2 times 180 over pi. And this one right here, since I am going to approximate, this has to have the pi, right?
Yeah.
Multiply it out.
I got -240.
Negative what?
240.
So negative
240.
240.6,
0.6.
that's it?
4.
64?
642.
642. It said to the 100, so that means it's going to be 64, right?
64, yeah.
All right, so what answer is that?
That
C.
is.
That is a lot of
C.
Yeah.
I could do it.
I know, I'm just checking.
Find the exact value without using a calculator. So, everyone, right now, take out your unit circle. Right now, take out that unit circle.
Do you have
No.
Imagine
what
if
I
I
was
went
saying?
and got that food from Hagen on the
Imagine if you actually just like stop talking and stop complaining. That would be like amazing.
I'm not even complaining about anything. I was singing.
All right, so everyone has that out like I asked, because otherwise they're just going to fail when it comes time to take the test. Thank you. Yes. All right, so magic finger. Put your finger on 4 pi over 3. Take out your own, lazies.
I did it.
I literally
already.
just asked if you had an extra.
I have like 3. I'll give them.
Didn't you just say right now I don't have one?
I didn't.
And
say
now
that.
now she just said I got 3.
No, I said I already did this.
I know.
Beat Lily.
Thank
Can I
you.
get one, Lily?
No.
If you have like 3.
Let me look. Oh,
I searched on YouTube a video of you
my
throwing
dad's
the marker.
mad. Oh, here's one. Let's see.
The first one that pops up.
All right, so 4 pi over 3, you guys found it, right?
Yeah.
240.
Okay, so now, on the unit circle, look in the upper right-hand corner. Look in the upper right-hand corner.
Sine.
It's the reciprocal of sine, right?
Yeah.
It's the reciprocal of sine. So first, what is the sine at 4 pi over 3?
That is.
Where'd you get
Negative
sine
five.
from?
Negative 3 over 2.
Ooh, I just got the chills.
Negative rad 3 over.
Wait,
Yeah,
what
negative
is it?
2.
We're looking for the sine, right?
Yeah,
No, why
negative
aren't you
2,
looking
3
for the
over 2.
sine?
Please pay attention while I'm talking because I just said that coming out.
I am paying attention.
Now, since I asked, shh, I'm trying not to. In the upper right-hand corner, we know that cosecant is the reciprocal of sine. So first we find sine and the reciprocal. What do I do with the reciprocal?
Flip it. Oh, multiply it. Flip it.
Yeah, I just turn it over, right? Okay, so since I am going to take the reciprocal of this, where cosecant is the reciprocal identity of sine, I'm going to turn it over. So that means that it's going to be CSC 4 pi over 3 is going to be equal negative 2 over rad 3, right?
Rad 3 over.
Rationalize.
Now from this point right here, I can't leave my answer like that. Okay, I'm not allowed to have the radical in denominator, so I need to do what?
Rationalize.
So I'm going to multiply top and bottom by.
Rad 3.
So rad 3 over rad 3. So it's a negative 2 rad 3 over 3. And that's going to be my answer. So what letter is that going to be? Is that A?
Yes.
Are you guys okay here still?
Yep.
Now, so there's two ways of doing this, and I think I'm gonna go with the coterminal way. Yeah, mathematically it's easier. All right, because it actually shows you the reason. Now, coterminal. That means my answer has to be between 0 and 2 pi, right?
Yes.
Okay, when we had in degrees between 0 and 360. But now it's going to be 0 and 2 pi. But for this one right here, this one's a negative. So, am I going to add or subtract?
Add.
Please.
You're gonna add.
It's negative, isn't it? So I want it between 0 and 2 pi. So is it not enough or is it too much? Not enough, right? Anytime I had a negative, it's not enough. So we're going to take my negative 7 pi over 4, and I'm going to add, remember, coterminal. In radians is going to be how much?
2 pi.
I'm
working
No, you're not.
So annoying.
Pacho.
No.
Pacho, bro.
Coterminal on a radian unit circle is 2 pi. So I'm going to add 2 pi here. But my 2 pi is going to look funny. I'm going to call it 8 pi over 4. Why would I do that?
Because they have to have the same denominator to add them.
What she said.
What she said? Is that still 2 pi?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
8 divided by 4 is still 2, right? That's still 2 pi, but I'm just making my 2 pi look funny so I can put these together. So now, can I combine those now?
Yeah.
And so what am I going to get?
Pi over. Just pi, I mean.
Pi over 4.
Just pi.
1 pi over 4, right? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so now, since I'm using the coterminal for this, so all this right here is just to fix this. So it's now going to be tangent of pi over 4. Now, we know tangent is what over what?
Y over X.
Y over x, right? So, magic finger.
2 pi over 2.
Put it on pi over 4, please. Magic finger is going on pi over 4, please. Pi over 4. Wrong pi over 4. Yours, right here. Where's pi over 4?
45 degrees.
Okay, right there, 45, right? Good. So, tangent is the y over x. So, what is the y value? Rad 2 over 2. What is the x value? Rad 2 over 2. So, do I have same on top and bottom?
Yeah.
So that means I'm going to come up with 1. So what is my answer? See? A circular pulley is rotating about its center. Through how many radians will it turn in 16 rotations? Okay, so it is rotating about its center. Okay, how many radians would it be in 16 rotations? So now, the word rotation means what?
2 pi.
2 pi, right? So 2 pi, but how many of those do I have? So I'm going to do this, which is going to give me
32 pi. Wait. Yeah.
and so therefore my answer is
32. Or D.
D.
Oh yeah, D.
Don't they all?
Find the length of an arc. Now, remember I asked you guys to memorize these things.
Yep.
What is the formula for arc length?
It's W.
Nope, try again.
R.
Off my table.
Wait, S equals R. That's theta R. R theta.
Arc length is S equals R theta.
Yep.
Arc length is S equals R theta.
W equals.
So in this case, I'm looking for the S, right?
Yes. Just put that in the calculator.
S equals R, which is 27.09, times theta, which is,
Pi over 2.
just multiply that.
That's it?
4.222. Wait, 4.3.
4 point what?
4.3, which is
4.3.
Will be in feet.
That's feet?
Oh yeah, feet.
Okay, my answer is what letter?
D.
Woo!
Area of a sector. What was the formula for area?
Where's Y?
Oh, A equals R squared.
Okay, I keep telling you guys, you're not going to have formula sheet yet for this one. You guys need to memorize these formulas.
It won't be on the board either?
Nope.
Oh wait, didn't you say I moved my seat?
Now, for this one right here, so what's the issue with my theta?
It's in
It's in
degrees
degrees.
and not radians.
So I have to,
Multiply it
By
by pi over 80.
so it's going to be 20 times pi over 180, which is going to give me
66.
pi over 9.
Yeah, pi over 9.
So we're going to get area is equal to 18 squared times pi over 9. So area is going to be about 113.
0.1.
And meters. So what is my answer on this one?
Meters squared. Right?
Oh, it's
Oh.
A.
Yeah.
This one's A?
So what if we didn't put the squared? Would we get
Is it multiple choice?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just saying like hypothetically.
Stop making it work.
Since the R is R squared.
Yes. Your unit should be square. Find the radius of a circle, okay, radius of a circle, which the central angle is pi over 6 radians. Determine the sector area is 91 square meters, round to the nearest hundred. So, I'm using the area formula because it gives me an area, right? So, again, my area is equal to r squared theta. And let's see, I have 91 is my A, equals r squared times theta is pi over 6. So I'm trying to get the r by itself. So what would I do to do that? Divide both sides by pi over 6. So r squared is going to be equal to something. I don't know, it's a decimal.
It's a, which is 13.18.
13.18?
Oh, for that part, it's 173.797197197.
17 what?
173.7. No, wait, what are we rounding to?
0.79.
Okay, let's say that
No,
right there.
it would be 0.80.
Okay.
Just saying.
173.
All right, so now we're approximating to this. So now r is not by itself yet, right?
Yep.
So we're getting r by itself. So how would I undo the square to get the r by itself? Square root. So r is going to be equal to the square root of 173 point, someone said 80 on that one.
Yeah.
So r is going to be about
A, which is
13 point
13 point what?
18.
13.18.
Yeah, which is A.
Okay, and meters, right?
A.
And in my multiple choice, that's going to be letter A.
Yeah.
Wait, are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 13. Find sine theta. So on your unit circle, sine represents which value? Y. Sine is the y value. Hey, look, I already have a circle here with it. So what is my answer going to be?
C, 24 over 25, negative.
Negative 24 over 25. Sine is the y value, always. Yes? Letter what?
And then the next two are just on the calculator.
Use table or calculator to evaluate. So on this one, you just plug it in.
CSC.
Plus
0. Sounds like a Japanese name.
12 left.
So it's CSC 0.26.
0 point what?
Just make your our calculator is 3.8337. D. It's D.
Take the D.
Make sure your calculator is in red. That's why it gives you red.
0.2639.
Yeah.
So my answer should be what?
3.8 D. 337. D.
Now, very good. And this one right here, you have to verify your calculator has to be in
Rad.
It's
Radian.
3.8337. You said D?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, this one's different because it says find the value of S in the interval from there to there. Now, if we're finding the value of S, look where S is right here. Is S representing my angle?
Yeah.
There's a clue right here.
Negative. Make it negative.
Look right there.
Okay. Negative.
This one right here, so it's going to be in between 0 and pi over 2. What quadrant's that? That's the first quadrant, very good. So now, that means it's going to be my angles. So, class, if I'm looking for the angle, I have to do the inverse. Very good. If I'm looking for an angle, I have to do the inverse.
You get 0.124.
So it's going to be S equals inverse cosine or cotangent of 8.0041. What is it?
1.243. No, it's 0.
Oh, 0 point.
0 point 0.1243, like that?
Yes. C.
And that's answer C? Are you getting it?
Could you move the little couple left? I can't see.
Okay, alright, so let's keep going. Alright, so now what quadrant is this in?
First
Magic finger. Put your magic finger on pi over 2. Pi over 2.
Oh.
Put your other magic finger on pi. So in between those two fingers, you're going to be in what quadrant? Quadrant 2, right? Now, look at all the signs.
It's
Sine is which value?
Y.
Y value. Look at all the Y values right now and find where it's going to be rad 2 over 2.
135 degrees.
No, it's 3 pi over 4.
3 pi over 4, very good. We're finding this in radian. That's the reason why it's not the degrees one. All these are in radian. Okay? This next one, right here, 0 to 2 pi, that's the whole circle right there. Now, cosine is which value?
Cosine is y.
It's the x.
It's x, yeah.
Cosine is the x.
It's pi over 3.
Go, cosine is the x. Now, I want you guys to think carefully. Look at your quadrants. Where is cosine positive? Quadrant 1 and 4.
So it's pi over 3 and 5 pi over 3.
Okay, so this one right here, finding it right there. Quadrant, so it's actually 1 and 4. We said pi over 3 and...
Yeah, 5 pi over 3.
So what letter is that?
C.
It's not bad, right?
It's pretty dark.
Now, this one, you already get the formula. You already get the formula. So if W equals theta over T, find the value of the missing variable. So we know W and we know T. So what am I looking for?
Theta.
Theta, very good. I'm looking for theta. Let's plug these in. So we're going to say a pi over 8 is equal to theta over 5. If I'm trying to get theta by itself,
Isn't it 5 pi over 8?
I'm going to multiply both sides by 5. 5's will cancel. 5 pi over 8 is equal to theta.
Oh, well, okay, I just saw theta. That is radians and it's B.
My answer is B.
Yeah.
Are these easy?
Yeah, I just did these like.
Is it just like a lot of problems all at once, right?
Yeah.
That's probably what it actually makes it the most complicated. If you look at each problem individually, it's not that bad.
They'll just have like something small different.
Yep.
Wait up, wait up.
19. There's my formula. V equals RW. So, we have R, we have W, so what am I looking for? V. I'm looking for V. So I would say V is equal to RW, so it's going to be 4 times over 9, right? So what am I going to do here? Just multiply, right? V is 4 pi over 9. So what answers that? Number 20. Hey, look, there's that formula now. S equals RWT. All right, we have S, we have R, we have T. What is the variable I'm missing for? I'm looking for. I heard it.
W.
W. I'm looking for W here now, right? Okay, so I'm going to say S, which is pi over 5 equals R, which is 7, W times T, which is 4, right? Bless you. So this one's going to have a little bit more work here. This one's going to have a little bit more work. So that 7 and 4 gives me how much? 28. So I'm going to say a 5, it's pi over 5, sorry. Pi over 5 is equal to 28W. So if I'm trying to get my W by itself, how do I undo that 28? Divide, right? Because it's already multiplying, isn't it? So I'm going to divide both sides by
28.
And so this divide by 28. So let's see, it's the same as actually doing pi over 5 times 1 over 28. It's the same thing. And those going to cancel. And we're going to get what?
1 pi.
140? Pi, so W is equal to pi over 140. Is that my answer?
Yep.
What letter is that?
B.
There we go. Questions, concerns, complaints? All right, like and subscribe.